So while day -2 is finally up on YouTube, I guess after talking about like yearly stuff and what's been happening in the past, let's talk about now. Let's talk about panels and all that fun stuff. The one thing I don't look forward to the most is if I run into conflicts. Which, unfortunately, this year, it's happened. Again. With one of the panels. Yes, my phone agrees with that. Phone agrees with that statement right there. I gotta get my PS5 repaired. Can't read Blu-rays anymore. But I can read DVDs. Moving on. Panels, conflicts. The fun stuff that you hate about conventions. And for a vlogger like myself, yeah, it's a big issue. But let me show you. So first, we start off with Friday. And all seems normal, all seems perfectly fine. For that, I have a big break right here from 11 to 2. A cartoon court's going on, that's good, that's real good. First conflict is My Little Millionaire in the Buckball Tournament, which I was surprised that when Red Card handled the, or at least when the Buckball Tournament happened, Red Card didn't cover that. He was there for the Millionaire panel. So, yeah, it should be interesting to see what happens. But here's where things get really bad. Actually, let's move this off of this monitor. Move it right here. We have our major conflict. Jackbox alongside Pony Stock. Now you may be wondering, why is this an issue? Well, remember last year how this was a big conflict with a gala and for every Brony performance was happening right alongside the Jackbox panel? Well, if we go and look at the schedule for Pony Stock, right here, and now your voice is coming out of the left side, you can see that the Pony Stock, and it kicks off with Forever Free Brony, and believe it or not, the return of the one and only Lunajax. The one artist that, when Forever Free Brony was gone, I recorded his stuff. He's a great musician. I loved it. I love his stuff. And that's going to be like that for 45 minutes. So I'm going to miss out on a real good portion of the panel. So 7:45 and it goes on till 8:30. That gives me about 45 minutes to even enjoy Jackbox. But I'd say outside of the opener for Free Brony and Lunajax, I think everything else is perfectly fine. But I don't know. Kind of depends what happens. There's also Bridalwood Squares right here, which is going to be hosted by Taylor and Princess Deadpool. It gives me a 30-minute gap. But more than likely, I'm probably not going to make this one. Prince Whatever and Melody Brony. Because I have to be there for the Bridalwood stuff. And actually, to be honest with you, I don't know if Red Card's going to be for the Millionaire panel or the Buckball Tournament. I asked him on Blue Sky, and he said that he has other people covering for him. Like, Hunter's going to be covering for him alongside Starman. I think Taylor is just going to be with red card from the Millionaire panel. So, yeah, that's kind of it for Friday. Right there. Your Discord notifications. So Saturday we have the Cartoons panel, which thankfully has no conflict with Cartoon Court. Thank you very much. The cosplay contest, another good long break, a chance to breathe, half a chance for the sponsor lounge pizza stuff. Trivia Trot. Now this is one that interests me the most because pretty much if anyone has ever gone to HarmonyCon, the Trivia Trot panel was kind of the big one, the big questionnaire, all that fun stuff. If you really want like more recommendation on, or at least more information on how the Trivia Trot panel works, you can check that out in the, if I remember to, in the card. Red Card's done it like twice in the past, and it's gonna probably keep going as long as HarmonyCon lasts. But afterwards we move on to the next panel, the Fluttershy Fan Club, which unfortunately conflicts with the gala. But when I took a look at the schedule for the gala here, I mean, it doesn't seem like there's much that really conflicts with it. I mean, there is this, the Manhattan Jazz Quartet, which seems to be just like infusing the songs of Friendship is Magic with jazz. Which, well, of course, yeah, if you want to get the whole B-movie theme, gag out of the way, you like jazz? Alright, there. Now, there's your B-movie reference. Moving on. I mean, this would be interesting to record. I mean, because, I mean, jazz and MOP music? That should be interesting. But, I don't know. Now, Del Wostinator. Now, if you remember him years and years ago, 2021, if you've seen the nightclub in montage, this is, like, one of his big, like, performances right here. Or at least when he's there, he's performing all the fandom songs and all that stuff. It's pretty good. Voiceover artist, and I even like it how he, even like here, it lists like him being, like, I'm still awaiting like the return of Princess Trixie Sparkle, but they referenced the MOP Meet series on here. As far as I can remember, he was in there as the Joker in the MOP Meet series. That I remember the most of. Was him being in the Joker. I'm gonna need to do some research. He might be in more stuff I could be forgetting. But honestly, who's to say? There are a few more artists alongside here before they go into the after party. Well, technically, I think the after party starts at 9. Nope, starts at 10, okay. But, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have any problems with the Fluttershy Fan Club conflicting with the gala. But now, here's the pain in the ass. Here is the one that I absolutely really despised. Sunday, and the big conflicts are, whose line is it anyway? Next to the PMV contest. I feel like this is the first time in forever I've seen Whose Line ever be hosted on Sunday, of all times. But, yeah, it conflicts with the PMV contest. PMV starts at 12:30, Whose Line begins at 11:30 and ends at 1, so almost, somewhat, I'm only gonna catch like 75% of Whose Line. More than likely, I'm not gonna be recording this. Not just because it's like, of like the whole idea of just being partial footage, which I absolutely hate doing that. But the PMV contest, I just can't miss out on this. And it's just like, I don't know, I'm the only one that really records the reactions here. The charity auction, no problems. I don't mind missing out a portion of that for 15 minutes. The closing ceremonies, also that is good, that is decent. I will have no problems with that. But, yeah, that's kind of what we got for panels this year. Let me grab some stuff to stack on here. Hopefully that's better. But yeah, outside of, like, conflicts with the, all this, like, it really angers me a bit that this conflict, that Forever Free, that they decided to put the Jackbox panel right alongside the start of Forever Free Brony and the return of Lunajax. And, good God, how long has it been since Lunajax has been at Everfree? 2019? And unfortunately, this means I can't leave my main camera here. I can't leave this camera over in the Jackbox room and use my other camera to record this. I mean, record for Everfree Brony. I tried that last year, and when I ended up looking back at the footage and found out that somehow my laptop was not plugged in, yeah, that was some big issues right there. What I'm thinking is, this time around, maybe we leave my secondary camera in the Jackbox room. And that's right. The old Canon Vixia HFR 500 camera. We're gonna leave that in the room, in the panel room with the Jackbox, so I at least could have a high quality version of this. I've used the Canon for, like, by this point until 2021, so that's like total of 7 years or some stuff like that. And it's like, jeez, I feel old. But, yeah, just kind of got a lot on the plate here on a Wednesday. Gonna be a lot of, like, dealing with panels, all that stuff. Now, I actually have been told by Kips, and this is kind of big spoiler alert right here, is that we got a total of 9 submissions. 9 submissions this year. So that means we gotta find a way to pad out the panel so that it's not very short. But we do have some other stuff going on. We do have a few other things. I mean, he did mention to me about, like, a post-show where they're, like, making up their minds. They're gonna have, like, showing off, like, past winners. Like, they're gonna at least finally replay Just What I Needed. But they're also gonna wind up playing one of the, one of, like, Cosmic Vex, videos. I don't think it's, like, the Science of God or whatever it was. But if you don't know, like, Cosmic Vec, like, this guy, like, makes a lot of really trippy PMVs. Like, loads of trippy PMVs. He had Singularity, he had the Revealing Science of God, which ran for 6 minutes. Jesus H. Christ. One they're going to show this year, while they pad out time, is the Legend, or Legends, or however it's pronounced. It's French. So, however it's translated, I mean, all I can really say about this is it's the two. At least to summarize that PMV alone, which was most technical at that time, is that think 2001: A Space Odyssey and, at least from my perspective, Doctor Who. Because, like, 2001 was the inspiration of this, but then I'm like, yeah, this definitely feels like a bit of Doctor Who. I can't remember what they were going to play for the third video. I know they were going to, like, do Just What I Needed and the Legend song, but I can't really think of a third one. I tried recommending, like, red cards like Gwen for, like, Shut Up and Dance by Walk the Moon, but for some reason, the PMVs aren't on his channel anymore. I wonder why. I don't know why it's like those PMVs are no longer there, but when I recommend it to him, but then it's like I look on his channel and it's like they're not there anymore. So I don't know. I really don't know. It's a lot to handle, a lot on the plate for panels, but I'll weed something out. It can't be a problem. Now, as usual with the Jackbox stuff, I got the laptop right here. And included in it is the game capture software. Not the right one. That is the back where the laptop is contained. Should have been in the front. You remember this little beauty right here? My little good find on eBay. And it was at a pretty good price. So I'm going to use the game capture. It's perfect enough for capturing the videos, for capturing the stuff. We also have batteries currently being charged right now. By the time I actually plugged this one in, this was the standard default, this was at 30%. Yeah, hard to believe. 30% on the main battery, while these ones actually hold a really good charge. Now there is also the big one on this, which, how much is on it right now? 1 hour and 51 minutes for the bats. So we're gonna plug this next one in and let that charge, which that one's at 60%. There is the Canon right here. It's got a battery in it. Also, I did kind of find out there's a USB port on this, but I don't know if it'll actually like have the extended footage or whatever, but kind of looks like it offers mini USB on this. I'll have to take a look. Had I known about this, the fact that it took mini USB, that it took USB, I could hook this directly into the desktop, and all the times that I could have recorded captured all the panels that ran for over an hour and transferred them via USB, I would be angered. Well, time to find out. Or is this one of those, like, stupid, like, you know, it won't accept this, but it will accept another? Enough hesitation. This is a mini USB? Let's find out. Nope. Not the right connection. I don't know what type of connection this is anyways. This has got to be some weird hookup on this. I'm going to need to do some research to see what the hell kind of connection this is. It looks like a USB-C. It looks like a micro USB, but at the same time it isn't. For some weird reason. I'll need to do some research. A little Google image search or some stuff like that might be able to help. Oh, I see. Use the Google Photos to assist me in this, and it uses something called a mini USB. A mini B USB. So it's different from micro USB. USB-C, it uses mini B USB. I'm not kidding when I say this. I don't even think when I got this back in 2014, it didn't even come with it. So now I have to find a USB B type. Online, and God knows if it's going to be stupidly expensive or not online. I just have to at least find a high quality one. That's all that's important, is that it's a high quality hookup. I'll figure something out. But who knows if I'm going to find the proper hookup for this. So I don't have to constantly, like, grab out the SD card and then just hook it into the PC and transfer the footage and find a way to re-edit the clips together so that it actually flows, because somehow it does that for some. It cuts the video off. If in 720 it'll cut the footage off every 59 minutes and 50 seconds. I don't know what it does for the 1080p, but I couldn't upload for every Brony's footage. It just didn't really work. Something will be figured out. Something will. Well, we wait on day 0. Don't know why my voice sounded like that. That's going to be it for -1. Definitely looking forward to the upcoming convention, and who's to say what's in store next. Whew. Conflicting panels. I hate it. I absolutely hate it.